Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer bringing you some StarMade station reviews, and today we are taking a look at the Beta Pirate Base by Phoenix7991. And as we can see, it's a bit of a traditional structure, and it appears to be based off of the in-game default station that we currently have. And I must say, there is quite a lot of neat little features, some little struts down here. It's a very simple station. And I honestly kind of like it. It's not exactly a piratey feel, especially when it comes to some of the shapes. However, it could be some sort of abandoned station or some sort of trade guild station that was claimed by the pirates, perhaps, you know. But the overall shape is not entirely indicative of something completely dangerous, but the color scheme is, which is a little interesting. So we have some obvious, you know, design ideas going on here, some design decisions. We got some layering with the wedging, some paneling, some additional red bits sticking out of the wedging here as well. We've got a bulkier structure down here featuring an inset area, nice. Some sort of structure here with the antenna array at the bottom, if that even is an antenna array. Some struts, gotta love me some struts, right? Pretty cool stuff, and ooh, look at this. Get some lighting effects coming through the holes there in the station. I'm not sure if that was intentional. I guess it is, but if it's not, then there's, you know, things we can do to cover that up. This is clearly the inside of the station now, so perhaps it would be wise to fill this up if it's supposed to be sealed in terms of air and stuff like that. I would like to see this container wedged. As much as, you know, I see the aesthetic for having some unwedged areas on the station, or unconventionally wedged areas, I do think this container, whatever it may be, I'm assuming it's filled with some systems, it is, I think that would benefit from having some wedges on it, even if there's only like one area where it's wedged, like for example right here, it's wedged, down that middle line. Who knows what that'll look like. It could look good, it could look better than wedging the entire thing, and we won't know until we try it, but that's definitely something I would consider. So we have a hanger here which has got the unwedged blocks. That's something we can easily change now with the wedges in the game, and perhaps even incorporate the wedges into a design instead of fully wedging that door. So let's go in. A very red interior, and I have to say it's a bit overwhelming. I don't think this much red is necessary, and it totally washes out any inkling of what other colors are here. For example, right here, pretty sure we got some white. No, that's red. Is that actually red? Wow, okay. I thought that was white. That's weird. Okay, so this is red. I thought this was red, and I thought this hull right here was white, because you can tell that there's a bit of a difference. This one appears a little bit brighter. So it turns out that, you know, you can't even distinguish what colors the hull is, and I think that's still important. You know, it's not necessary to have a washed out red room like this. We appear to have red lights. No Plexon detonators. I don't know why I'm looking for them, because I don't think these stations require them. I assume this was supposed to say built by Phoenix. So this seems all pretty simple. I guess you can jump up here if you want. Again, try to incorporate your walls of machines, you know, your modules into an actual design and allow those textures to shine through other blocks, other transparent blocks. A lot of empty space there with that empty room, and in fact it opens up into this massive area that has quite literally no lighting. Something that I'm going to take care of for myself real quick, just to get an idea of what is going on in here. Okay. So we've got a massive interior space here, and it's not used. And that gives me the impression that either the builder chose to do this for the player's benefit, so the player could fill it themselves, or so that the player, or honestly because the builder was lazy. I'm getting the impression that it's just laziness, because the entire interior is pretty much unfurnished aside from the central section down here. And that, I think, definitely needs to change. There's no reason why you can't furnish the station. Here's my philosophy, okay? Because a few people have brought this up. Even if you guys want the player to build their own things inside the station, it's incredibly easy for them to remove blocks. You know, placing and designing their own structures on their own may be a little bit harder because it's something that they have to come up with. But removing a room of blocks and clearing it out and cleaning it up so that they can build their own structures does not take that much time. Unless you have to remove an entire station worth of stuff, that's not going to take you very long. So I don't think it's, you know, such a bad idea to fill up your internal structures with, you know, some, you know, things, just anything, you know. We live for the detail in this game because, you know, it's how we incorporate, you know, and immerse ourselves in the environment. And it's a shame when builders think that they don't have to do that in these types of situations. These hangars here could use some cleaning up. It looks a little bit rough up here, and again, the red is a little bit overwhelming. Totally not necessary, guys. You know, you could accomplish the same effect with a few red lights. And I'm not going to try and demonstrate that now, but I think I have made a point in the past where less lighting is more in some cases, and a darker, more ominous interior would definitely help me, or convince me that this is a place that I may not want to be when the owners show up. So, that was Phoenix 7991's Beta Pirate Base. Interior and exterior, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I think it needs some work. It needs more things going on, and it doesn't look like the builder has put in the effort to give any of the interior personality or, you know, interesting things inside. You know, there's just empty rooms at the moment, and that could definitely be improved upon. Overall effectiveness as a pirate station, gonna have to say 7 out of 10. It's got the color scheme. I do wish there was a little bit more black on some areas. You know, definitely. The black really helps, you know, darken it a bit, obviously, because it's black, but gives it a more ominous feel. And this feels more like a red trading guild station, to be honest. It feels more held back in terms of how aggressive the colors could be used. And it just looks like they took blue parts and painted them red, and they called it a pirate base station. Which is fine, but I think we could take it a step further. So, thanks for watching. I'm Chris the Nightbringer. You can subscribe and find more of my station reviews by doing so, as well as other stuff that I do on my channel, and I will see you all for the next station review.